And welcome to another Slay of the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. Today we are starting off with Silent on Ascension 2. Let's get started. Meow's got a couple of choices for us. Lament, rare card. Take 21 damage for a rare colorless card, or trade out for a boss fight. These are actually all pretty good. I probably wouldn't almost ever take 21 damage for a rare colorless card, but if you're going to take a rare colorless card, Silent is a good class to do it, because Silent applies lots of debuffs, and one of the rare colorless cards you can get is Sadistic Nature, which does a bunch of damage when you apply debuffs. So things like Poisonous Cloud are go from really great cards to insane. If you can pull that off. It's reasonable to trade a boss relic, and Meow's Lament is great on Silent because they have trouble with early hallway fights. I am a little bit skeptical about taking 21 damage as Silent. We do have a little bit higher health because we're on Ascension 2, but taking 21 damage is not free. Going down to 49 is not what I would want. And some of the rare cards are bad. Mostly like Alchemize is what you're worried about getting here. But even then, potions are pretty good, especially since we have 3 potion slots. Are there other bad Silent cards at rare? I feel like there's not too many. Let's look at the path and see how good Meow's Lament is. There is a snipe path. We can go through this question mark and then this question mark to get to that boss. We can't snipe the Mega Elite. He's a little bit too late in the act. We can get 4 elites if we start here and go through these 3. This is potentially an easy pool fight if we get the snipe. So going through 3 elites in a row is somewhat possible. Yeah, I think let's give that a shot. Easy fight there. Dagger Spray is very nice, helps us solve one of the big problems that all decks start out with, which is they don't have access to any AoE. Which is a problem you need to solve before you start fighting Act 1 hard pool fights, or you're going to get Gang-a-Slimed. Also, it's good against sentries. So grab a Dagger Spray. This is not a fight. I will go ahead and remove a strike here. We are going to a shop later, so that's not a great card to remove. Take a second Dagger Spray, or a Quick Slash. I'll take a second Dagger Spray. 1's good, 2's good too. We could abandon the Meow's Lament plan, but I think I like getting 4 elites. The only way we're doing that is going through this shop right now. Maybe we'll pick up a potion or something. Ooh, Noxious Fumes for exactly all of our gold? Gee. That seems nice. Okay, calculated. This is not a fight, so we are going to... we're going to get a snipe on this elite. Do we want a Flying Sleeves? Not really. We already have Dagger Spray. We don't have anything super good to leave a future run. We could leave a Noxious Fumes, which maybe somebody would want later. I think we should leave the Flying Sleeves, because otherwise we're putting a strike in the wall. I hate doing that to future me. We don't really need the boost right now, so we'll ignore it. Gremlin Knob? Ha. More like Gremlin Snob. Alright, we've got some of his blood. That's good. Riddle with Holes combos with our Strength Scaling. It's hard to find Strength Scaling as Silent, so that's kind of a dubious plan. Piercing Wail is quite good in the slime boss fight doesn't end up being good usually in sentries, although we do have noxious fumes, so it might actually work. It's good in hallway fights, good in Act 3, good against the heart. It's just a good card. Let's go ahead and upgrade noxious fumes. Pretty clear scaling damage answer. Let's develop that on turn 1, and then try and protect our life total and do some AoE damage. Seems like a pretty obvious turn. Geez, I was hoping for a bunch of block this turn, but we didn't get it. So we'll play the one block we did get. And I guess do a little bit of damage. My turn's kind of brutal. We're not really on track to kill these guys before their next cycle. Double dagger spray is very nice in this fight, though. We'll use neutralize for the block. Yeah, it looks like he is dying before he comes back around. Okay, survive is great here. He's dead already, so we just have to fight back sentry. Okay. It's a pretty good fight. It was just that one bad turn. Kunai is excellent. What does Kunai say about the deck? Well, I don't know. I think it says we're not taking any of these. We want backflips and zero cost attack cards, basically. Zero cost block cards as well. Pen nib. Okay, seems better than Sapphire Key. Pen nib kunai is kind of tricky to set up because often you're blowing through the pen nib just to get a kunai proc. But sometimes it can be helpful because you play a bunch of attacks for kunai, so you can use them to set up a big attack. That big attack's probably like the one that draws a bunch of cards or something. We did get the execute, so this is an easy pool fight, so I think we will go for the elite here. If we don't want this other elite, that's fine. We can just take question marks and dodge it. Alright, it is Gremlin Knob again. And this time, he's got some health. I will use the attack potion here to trigger kunai. Predator's great. If we have Predator, how likely are we to get lethal next turn? Basically impossible. So I don't think I'll defend. I'll just take the 10. Hope we draw back to neutralize. No. If we strike here, he is at 19, and we most likely have lethal. We have lethal with like Predator Strike, Predator Dagger Spray. But I guess we have to get Predator to get lethal. Actually, we have lethal with Strike Dagger Spray too, or Neutralize Dagger Spray because of the pen nib. So I will strike to set up those lethal outs. Okay, that's lethal. Leg sweep seems good. We need some big block for slime boss. Choke is kind of good with kunai. But I think leg sweep is probably better. Deadly poison, I think we have a different way of doing damage here. We've got noxious fumes, so we have some combo with deadly poison, but I think we want to be picking attacks for our damage. How's it going, Mint Shock? I have never felt like a really strong silent player, so I don't know if I would call myself a Bird Senpai. But, you know. We can double strike defend, get a dex, and block for 6, take 3. Get in some damage, I think I like that. I think normally I would probably, like, leg sweep noxious fumes on turn 1 in this fight, but with the kunai, getting a dex seems good. Piercing Wail isn't great in the fight, and we can increase our chance of getting lethal next turn if we play it now. We only need one more strike, so I think I will play it. We got it. Regen pot's great. That probably enables us to go fight the other elite here. Masterful Stab can be a zero-cost attack. It can also be very expensive. And it snowballs poorly. It makes it so that you continue winning fights that you're winning and continue losing fights that you're losing, which is exactly what you don't want. Do we take all-out attack? We already have tons of AoE with 2 Dagger Sprays and a Noxious Fume. We don't have Noxious Fumes, we have 1 Noxious Fume. That's what I've decided. We have an option to take a second Noxious Fume. Then we could get Noxious Fumes. I don't think we really need that. 1 Noxious Fumes is probably enough. I think we just skip this. Huh. Double Gremlin up, double Sentries. Apparently we did not want to see Mogulun this run. I would like to play Dagger Spray and Noxious Fumes, but I would also like to double defend. It seems like Dagger Spray is important and Noxious Fumes is important, so maybe I just take 9. In fact, if we Dagger Spray, maybe we strike over Noxious Fumes. Because we're doing 8, so he's at 14. Strike him, put him at 8. And then kill him with Strike Neutralize next turn. I really like having Noxious Fumes in this fight, though. I have definitely beaten the Ascension 20 Heart with all classes. And I've done so on stream. I think we take the cowardly route here. Since we have the regen pot, we're not trying to end the fight super fast or anything. Alright, Piercing Wail is amazing. And then we can block out and get him a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's the biggest, like, mental hurdle to beating Ascension 20, is just, like, you have to be ready for not just the Act 3 boss that you see, but all Act 3 bosses. Because you're going to see most of them. He's taking 3, then 4, so he's taking 7 total. We need to do 9 damage. Neutralized Strike does exactly 9 damage. Looks like the cowardly route was the correct one. This fight is going to end itself, so I'd rather take 0 damage. We'll weaken this guy for next turn. There was a line where I could have taken 1 damage if I'd survived there. Okay, good fight. Ooh, Pantograph's great. Did we end up getting all 4 elites? We did. Sweet. Deflect costs 0, so that combos with Kunai. So since we're a 3 energy deck, it can be tough to play 3 attacks and then also block, but Deflect helps us do that block. We also need to develop some defenses for the slime boss, so that we can block on his big attack turn, because I don't think we're splitting him in the first cycle. And Deflect does that. Poison Stab also sets him up to have a better split. And we don't have a ton of damage. But I don't really want to fill the deck up with damage commons either. I'd rather take a Deflect and then have room for like a Storm of Steel or Blade Dance or something that like actually procs Kunai better. Question mark or fight? This would be our first hard pool fight. We're pretty ready for any of the AoE ones. I don't think we're too afraid of like Red Slaver or anything. If we go to the question mark, we could get like Golden Idol or Serpent right before the shop. Yeah, question mark right before shop is pretty good. We have enough money now that we probably want to go to the shop either way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Shivs I think is definitely something we're probably going to be looking for in this run. It's a fight anyway. The choice turned out to be fight or fight. I think we'll just leg sweep. The damage isn't super relevant, and the weak is. I get to retain all my health. We can block out and do all the attacks, so why not? I think we're trying to take 0 in this fight, so we'll just set him up. If we block this turn and next turn, or if we just block this turn, we win the fight with 0 HP and set up pen nib, so that seems good. 0 HP lost. Second copy of Deflect or second copy of Leg Sweep. I wish that it was a backflip instead of either of these, but let's go with Deflect. We're about to go to a store, so there's a good chance we'll find a backflip or something with shivs. So we'll keep committing to the kunai synergy line. Ooh, missing shuriken. That stings. Kunai shuriken is really good. I could pick up an unload. Or Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed is kind of hard to trigger kunai with, so I think we're probably no on Hand of Greed. We cannot afford unload card remove. Oh wait, can we? We can exactly. We can exactly afford unload card remove. Huh. What do you mean by when I'm alright to set up relics or side quests? Unload is just a really solid card. I don't mind having an unload. Unload is a little bit awkward with kunai though, because we discard all of our, we like gain a dexterity and then we discard all of our skills. And it's like, hey wait, I wanted to use those. But that only ends up with us losing 1 health on some hypothetical future turn, so it's not that big of a deal. There's also Catalyst here. Catalyst is usually a big component of silent damage. So maybe we just ignore the kunai and take Catalyst. I think I like unload card remove. Let me just do the math on this again. So it's 147 plus 75. So 4 plus 7 is 11. So it's 211. Or 210 plus 7 plus 5, which is 12. 210 plus 12 is 222. So yeah, it's exact. Okay. Wait, what? I did the math like 3 times. How was I wrong? Okay. Whatever. At least I was wrong on the correct side. Smith or rest? What would we be smithing? 4 damage there, 4 damage here. Some extra block. Get an extra weak proc. We're pretty likely to have him weak. We could upgrade to neutralize. It's more weak too. Neutralize has got pretty much a 100% drawn played rate. I literally just, I have no idea how I got that math wrong. I like did it out loud and in my head. Oh, ceramic fish. Was that it? Yeah, we have ceramic fish. Yep, and we have 9 gold, so we were off by 9. That makes sense. Okay. I literally, whenever I see ceramic fish, I'm like, oh, that's kind of good, and then I just never think about it again. Um, and you know, it kind of matters when you're at a shop. So I think we do upgrade neutralize here. It's possible we die to slime boss, but that's just always possible. I guess if we upgrade unload, we could get more damage doubled. Like we have pen nib set up, so ideally we're trying to pay that off on unload. That would get 36 damage rather than 18, or rather than 28. But I think the weak uptime is pretty important. Oh right, why would we ever rest? We're at full health. Okay, we did get the unload combo. And we get a dex this turn. We do not get to set up weak. Oh, we could have with leg sweep. We could have had the weak next turn. But I guess we didn't. Okay, defend, deflect is clearly happening. Then I guess we dagger spray. It was kind of a flippant dagger spray. Maybe that was wrong. Because we want to be careful about exactly how much damage we're doing. Okay, so we are guaranteed breaking him next turn. We can't stop that. We could break him now if we want. We could strike, dagger spray, get a dex, get a pretty bad break. And if we do that, we avoid another round of slimes. So strike, dagger spray is 12 plus 8, 20 damage, 25 damage, so he'd be at 60. Or, if we wait for next turn, he starts at 80 and takes 6, so he's going to 74. And then we could hope to draw unload and like strike dagger spray. It's pretty unlikely though. We're probably going to get less damage next turn than we have this turn. And waiting on Noxious Dunes only represents 5 damage, or I guess 6 damage. So it's like we draw a strike for free. But there's only like 4 attacks in the deck. So we have to make up 14 damage. So that's unload. Unload gets us even if we draw it. And then dagger spray strike also gets us even. If we get anything more than one of those two, we're ahead. I think we just break him now. We don't want those slimes, and we're like pretty unlikely to even come out ahead if we wait. 5 minus 1 plus 3 is 7? I mean, yes. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. He is taking. That's true. So if we get unload, we are ahead. We're 1 damage ahead rather than even. I still think we should do it. Plus we get the dex. Of course they're both attacking, and we got huge damage. Yikes. Okay, so I think we can break one. I think that's the best way to block. We can dagger spray that does 8, 14, 28. No pen nib. Oh wait, we do get pen nib. So we can pen nib on unload. So doing 28 plus 14 is 42. So yeah, we're definitely breaking one. Can't break both, because that would be 60 damage. So I guess we break the one who's attacking for more. Get another kunai proc. Piercing well, coming up huge. Actually, we didn't really need that, did we? We blocked for so much without it. Alright, we can block out with just Survivor. So let's do that. And we're going to play both slimes. What do we want to do with this neutralize? So he's taking 7 and then 9. The 7 doesn't break him, leaves him at 35. The 9 does. If we do 4 damage to him, then he takes 11 and goes to 33. And then he breaks a little harder. Plus he's weak for next turn. Okay. I guess the weak for next turn doesn't do anything because he's guaranteed to die, but... he is breaking either way, so we can definitely choose to do damage. We can do 14, which is not quite lethal. So I guess we'll double defend. Okay, looks like we're getting out of this. Not super clean, but we got there. After image plus Q9 seems good. We really need that card draw. Gonna get some backflips. Wristblade plus shivs and kunai stuff is pretty nice. Snecko Eye is usually the best card in the pick. But we have 2 deflects and an after image, so I don't know if I'm into it. And Runic Dome is very scary. Wristblade is strictly better than Skip, whereas the other 2 have downsides. We don't have any zero-cost attacks right now, so picking Wristblade literally does nothing except for neutralize. So it's a pretty weak pick. I'm pretty sure we die if we pick Runic Dome. Actually, with After Image, maybe we're just consistently playing enough cards that we block every turn. Seems dubious. But yeah, I think Snecko Eye just gets us killed and has no real advantage here. Obviously drawing lots of cards is great. I think Runic Dome is probably better than Skip. We could probably survive a Runic Dome run here. But it seems like we have real potential to be a Shiv deck with Kunai and After Image. Like, we can beat the Heart with that combo. So I think we just go in for it. Even though we haven't seen any Shiv cards yet. I always do this. I always like see Kunai and then I'm like, all right, let's go, let's do it, and then I die to Time Lord. Hard paths here, not unwinnable, but not great. We can get 2 question marks. We probably have to path around that store, unless we like get a curse for money here. Can you get a curse for money in Act 2? I think Regret Shrine is in the shared pool. Yeah, Golden Shrine is in the common pool, so it can happen. It's not likely. Is there anything in the Act 2 pool that gives you money before a store? There is the Joust. The Nest gives you money. Face Trader gives you money. Forgotten Altar gives you a curse. Probably. Masked Bandits try to take your money. So does Old Beggar. And Pleading Vagrant. Is it Vagrant or Vagrant? I think we go here. This is just a worse path, right? It's just lots of fights, so we're gonna have to make a whole decision right now. We can. I want to play Unload and get a Dex, but I can't do that and deflect unless I deflect before, and then we're taking some damage. So I guess we Piercing Wail and then like Unload Strike. Shivs would be good in this fight if we had them. Dagger Spray is also good in this fight. Knowing Skills Act 3, I think. Or maybe it's in the shared pool. It is Act 2, you're right. Is it like only the second half of Act 2 or something? Nope, just anytime in Act 2. It's rare, so not super likely to come up, but yes, it can. Okay, so we're in Ascension 2, so we can knock birds down 2 attacks, so we can Dagger Spray strike somebody down. So we can knock this bird down and then deflect to block the 6. 5 of the 6. Or I guess that does block out because of the after image. Kaka. Now they all have 1 strength. Dagger Spray neutralize is pretty good. So he's dead. We just gotta kill him. We don't have any side quests for this deck, do we? We don't. We almost bought that, whatchamacallit? Hand of Greed. Supposed to be doing exercise, because I have 9 leftover redemptions from yesterday. So I'm gonna do exercise here. And get some more water. Alright, 8 left. I don't think we take any of these. Maybe we take Flying Knee. Flying Knee kind of costs 0. Yeah, we'll take Flying Knee. We still need the card draw, and this doesn't solve that, but it does help us proc Kunai. We Ghost. Ghost helps protect you while you set up your Kunai. I think we're a Ghost. We lose a bunch of current HP. We'll get 5 apparitions because we're on Ascension 2. Okay. Plus we have like Nightmare and Burst and stuff. Or we have access to those cards because we're silent. We have 182 gold, which is just about exactly enough to buy the Shop Relic, which has a maximum cost of 180. Maybe that's an Ascension 20 number. I don't know if that's true on Ascension 2. So let's go ahead and go there. Let's see what they've got. Twisted Funnel, huh? We've got Infinite Blades and Slice available. Twisted Funnel is really good, but we need to find those shivs. Infinite Blades has got to be super good, right? So we could start off every fight with After Image Infinite Blades. Endless Agony is also 2 attacks. Hey Guitar, how's it going? I feel like that's unwise. Maybe they had something that they could like guarantee getting to full health. It seems like that's just so much health to pay. If your potion slots are full of Fairynet bottles, I could see maybe proccing 1 intentionally. But I don't think I'd throw away a lizard tail at a knowing skull. Seems crazy. I think I will take Infinite Blades here. And Endless Agony? Yeah. I don't want a 3rd Deflect. I don't think I want Slice either. Yeah, you can. Tungsten Rod is not super effective against it. It used to be a lot better, but now the damage scales up, so. I think Tori works against it too. It should at least. Maybe Tori's unblocked attack damage. I don't think we want Crippling Cloud. That's crazy, right? Crippling Cloud is great. Yeah, we're having trouble with our getting enough attacks to proc Kunai, so I don't think we're going to grab Crippling Cloud. Do we buy Flex Pot over any of these? I should have used the Liquid Bronze in the Birds fight. I'm not sure what I was holding that for. Yeah, I think we'll just hold the gold. Okay. Defend or Noxious Fumes here? I think Noxious Fumes. Take 2. We can heal 2 at the beginning of the next fight. My guitar is... I looked it up before I bought it, but it's like a cheap pawn shop guitar. It's not like a super expensive, it doesn't have like a story associated with it or anything, you know? I think the brand name was Bully, which seems kind of rude to me, but whatever. Just 8 damage shivs, no big deal. I see. Yeah, shopping on fire. Yeah. Let's play all these attacks, and then we need to block for 2, except we already have, so we'll just unload. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. I have not taken as much time to practice as I ought to. I normally like jam with a friend of mine from work, but then we haven't been doing it because coronavirus. Dagger Throw is an attack and card draw. So we could try and draw another attack to finish Kunai, or we could draw like a deflect that we can play. We can also have some discard to hit Endless Agony if we need to. Kind of getting a large deck here. That's kind of it's kind of false though, because a lot of those cards are apparitions, so they're only there the first time through. Let's take that there. I don't think we... do we have time for a quest? 6 health hurts. Doing good, Sir Animal. How's it going? My OBS says that I have 1 viewer, but then there's 3 people who are chatting. So I'm confused by that. I think we just take the money and go to the shop. Oh wait, there's not a shop here. What am I talking about? Another attack would be nice. Yeah, we're able to delay pretty well. We've got potentially infinite decks and some apparitions. I think we'll grab a ritual dagger here. It hurts, but we can deal. Probably upgrading an apparition. Oh wait, we need after image. I think we need after image more than we need apparitions upgraded. Yeah, this is pretty important to get innate. We're taking this elite, or are we going left? I feel like we're pretty ready for an elite right now. If we go left, we end up having a choice about a fire. And then we can take 2 in a row. Actually, I think I like going left, because then we can fight an elite and then go to a fire before the second elite, whereas if we go right, we have to fight 2 in a row with a hallway fight. No rest. Alright, we should be able to get a whatchamacallit proc in this fight. Ritual Dagger. Noxious Fumes causes us to lose control of the fight timing a little bit. So I think I just won't play it. Lose a little bit of health, but that's okay. Should be able to finish off the Centurion next turn. Ooh, great, we just get the proc on him. That certainly makes it easy. We don't need intangible this turn, so we'll keep that one. We don't need intangible this turn either, so we'll do the same trick. Kind of wasted pen nib, but we needed to end the fight at some point. I think we skip all these. We need card draw and backflips and stuff. Okay, so we ended at pretty good health. I think we're ready to take an elite. We've got 3 potions. They're not super great potions, but they'll do. Slavers is one of the worst options here. Also, no apparition is kind of brutal. Maybe we can find one. Nope. Alright, probably Survivor Deflect here. And it looks like the Block Pot too. I guess the Liquid Bronze. Get in a little bit of damage. Probably the Explosive Pot too. Just throw them all out there. Very early net. It's unfortunate. Okay. I think I prefer Unload over Noxious Fumes. Actually, do I? Noxious Fumes does AoE. We're going to finish off with Explosive Potion either way. Very late Infinite Blades. I think Noxious Fumes does more damage total than Unload. Alright, keep that Apparition stacking, I suppose. He's taking 3, then 5. So, yeah, I guess we'll just kill him with Endless Agony. Just attacks this turn. He's dead. He's taking 5, then 7. Okay. That should be the fight. It is. Pen nib set up, so we can just stop doing stuff. Take the win. Ended up not having to use the Explosive Potion, which is good because it's good in the Gremlin Leader fight. Reflex is card draw, technically. We have a couple ways to proc it. Dagger Throw and Unload, as well as Survivor. But 3 cards in a 30-card deck means the coincidence rate is not great. And we don't have any well-laid plans or anything to retain it. So I think we'll pass on Reflex. It's too speculative and we're not in great shape. Quick Slash is card draw. It's card draw and an attack. Do we take Quick Slash? I wish they upgraded Quick Slash drew you 2 cards like Pommel Strike does. I think we'll pass the Quick Slash. Question card is really good because it should enable us to get backflips later. I almost forgot about Exercise, so I'm going to do some of that. Oh, so I won't count down the Exercise because another one queued up. Okay, so we're still at 8 pending. I'll skip this. Do we need that Campfire? I mean, if we skip it, we just get an extra question mark, so I'm not sure what the advantage would be. This looks like our Sapphire Key. We could probably survive at 22. We probably need the upgraded Infinite Blades. It's a pretty important part of proccing Pen Nib. So let's grab it. This deck needs a Lantern. We've got a bunch of stuff we need to do on turn 1. Great. Dagger Spray turn 1. I like it. Don't even need that Explosive Potion. Yikes. We're like almost dead here. Proc Kunai and Defend is the max block. It feels bad to skip Noxious Fumes. Maybe we Energy Potion and play both. That does block for 2 more. Getting Noxious Fumes up is pretty good too. Okay, I think I will. Finally got an Apparition on a turn he's not attacking. We can discard it, so. and get a pen nib unload. Alright. I guess we still have to discard. That's kind of weird. Isn't the fight over? Stone calendar. So Wraith form? There's the backflip. The backflip plus? Yes, please. Ooh, this is a fight. This is not Ascension 20, so I'm doing new thing where it's infinite ladder. So the goal is to answer the question, or to have a question to ask to find out how good somebody is at Slay the Spire, from a game design perspective. Yeah, so the infinite ladder does that by being a little bit slower to climb. Oh, the title says Ascension 20? It should not. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, it does say Ascension 20. Okay, now it doesn't. Poof, like magic. Alright, so we're certainly playing an apparition this turn. Maybe playing 2? We have a bunch of important goals we want this turn. We want to play After Image, we want to play Infinite Blades, we want to play 2 apparitions, and we want to proc Kunai. Unfortunately, doing all that costs 5 energy. It would be nice to play Leg Sweep too, apply some weak. So what are the most important priorities? I guess After Image double apparition seems pretty good, protects me, and sets up apparition for next turn, doesn't waste any apparition. Do we just Stone Calendar to win this fight? We have 5 turns of apparition, so like we only have to actually block for 1 turn. Not developing Infinite Blades is a real bummer, though. I wish we had Mummified Hand. Mummified Hand would make this turn 1 so much better. Or Lantern, as I previously mentioned. Basically just anything helps make this turn 1 less awkward, is what I want. I think we have to play After Image and Infinite Blades, which means we're skipping an apparition. And skipping the decks, obviously. Pendant is not coming up. But Ritual Dagger we can proc right now. Survivor can discard the apparition to save it. And we can get a dex. Apparition's pretty good this turn, so we'll play it. Unload only does 6 damage and discards this Daze, which is potentially relevant. Coconut wants to go outside, I think is the source of complaint here. Got a little porch over there, and she likes to just go sit on the sun. Weirdly, she like looks back into the house while she's doing it, but you know, whatever. She's a cat. I don't think keeping the days around is super important, so I'll just let it go. Looks like apparition here, and then we've already blocked out. We don't want more dazes, so skip the other 2. Okay, so we could Shiv flying the Dagger Spray and then backflip, so we get an extra dex before we backflip. But we probably want to backflip defend. I guess let's backflip first because it causes a shuffle. Yeah, we get to deflect too. Okay, so we blocked out. This is the one turn we have to, because Stone Calendar kills him next turn. And Poison. And probably us, too. So we want to set up Pen Nib if we can. We only have one attack, though, so... we'll do what we can. Sneaky Strike can be a zero-cost attack, which is neat. But it doesn't draw any cards, which is the primary thing we need. I think we're okay. We don't need any of these. Sucker Punch Plus is kind of fun. We have 4 sources of weak in the deck, but the deck has grown quite a bit. So we're not getting very reliable block, or very reliable weak. But that's okay, because we have pretty reliable intangible. Right, this looks like another opportunity to upgrade a apparition. Yeah, we've got both powers in the starting hand now. Let's go for an apparition. We get to duplicate a card. I'm tempted to do the Apparition Plus. Getting more intangible seems good. But we could take another After Image Plus, which is quite good. But then we're like so locked in on turn 1 on playing like After Image, Infinite Blades. And we don't have any extra energy. We like really need an energy relic from this boss. We have a turn to set up against this boss, so let's get an extra After Image. Maybe we want an extra Infinite Blades. Is that crazy? Because then we like basically automatically proc Kunai every turn, and we can just take 100 backflips. Yeah, let's take an extra Infinite Blades. What a weird deck. Yeah, I'll take another Apparition Plus, please. Unless we can draw an extra card somehow, but I don't think so. Okay. Yep, we'll play all of those. Alright, they're both stealing cards. What are they going to take? Unload and Noxious Fumes, looks like. Okay, neither of those are super important, so I don't really care. We'll play the Apparition minus. Pen Nib on Dagger Spray. Or get... no, Dagger Spray is better. It does 48 damage. There's the Unload. And there's the Noxious Fumes. Okay. These are minions, so Ritual Dagger does not count against them. I think I'll not play the Ritual Dagger just to keep the attack density high. It seems like we probably want to get Noxious Fumes. I kind of goofed here. I targeted the front orb just because he has less health, but I should have known he goes first and he would take the rare, and this guy goes second, so he'd take the uncommon, and the uncommon is the one I actually want back. But now that he's almost dead, I think I'll just kill him. I guess this is efficient, so I take back what I said just a second ago. We could Dagger Throw Unload, that blocks for 2, and then take 3, or we could Defend, which loses 9 damage. Actually, we have 23 damage, so we can just kill him. We're not playing Noxious Fumes this cycle if we do that, but that's probably okay. We don't really need Noxious Fumes. Okay. It seems like we probably want to save the apparition if we can. And it seems like we can, so... Okay. This turn we cannot save the apparition. Up to 4 decks, doing pretty well. This seems like a good apparition turn. Apparition blocking Hyper Beam, pretty classic combo. Let's go ahead and develop the Noxious Fumes to get rid of those pesky artifact charges. And then, I guess we could leg sweep if we really wanted to get rid of the artifact charges, but I don't want to skip this much damage to do it. We would also be skipping a kunai proc and the Pendib setup. Pendib on Shiv is not bad. 8 extra damage. Take it. Plus we play so many attacks that like we're just gonna get another Pendib soon. Okay, we can actually Piercing Wail him here. We might just be able to block with backflip. Let's see, he's hitting for 26. We'd have to block for, yeah, we can totally do it. And prop kunai. Okay. Actually, we're already blocked out, so I guess we just hit him. Shouldn't have thrown away the dagger spray, but I assumed that I wasn't going to play it incorrectly. Dagger throw does marginally more damage. He is attacking next turn, so we could weaken him. We're pretty close to killing him, though, so I think we just take the damage. And I think we got him. Cool. Ended the fight with 8 decks. Got a perfect Hyper Beam guy fight. And Venom? Is that... We're playing a Shiv deck, so it seems like maybe we should do that, but no. It's too expensive. And we have 3 energy. We could take Corpse Explosion. Our AoE has fallen off a little bit. We had a ton of it when we made our 3rd card pick. But since then, we haven't picked any more. But that doesn't bother me too much. And unless the boss is Donu Deka, Corpse Explosion is only going to matter in like that fight and Spire Elites. And I guess like Darklings. Maybe Shapes. Do we ever proc Grand Finale? We don't have any well-laid plans or anything. We could pick Runic Pyramid at this next boss relic opportunity. Which would be good in the deck. We have a lot of zero-cost stuff. And then suddenly Grand Finale would be super good. But we can't depend on that happening. So I think we just skip all of this. Do we click Bullet Time? No. Okay. Cursed Key, we already have our Sapphire Key, so Cursed Key is basically just free energy. We have to skip 1 chest to pay for it. So Cursed Key is like way better than normal. Sacred Break is slightly better than normal because we have 3 potion slots. Busted Crown, we have a pretty full deck, so maybe Busted Crown has no downside. I'm a little skeptical about that. I kind of want to pick more backflips. So I think it's Cursed Key here. It is Time Lord. Okay. Time Lord's here to check and see if there's any shivs in the deck. We have to go right if we want the key. Maybe since we've seen Time Lord, maybe we do something that we're only allowed to do on this because it's Infinite Ladder. Maybe we don't take the keys because we just need to focus on beating Time Lord. I think we'll be okay though. Man, 2 2 Infinite Blades pluses is rough against Time Lord. We need to find a source of scaling damage. Alright, let's go for the keys still. Okay, so now we can play both of these and then maybe both apparitions instead of both copies of Infinite Blades. Definitely play at least one apparition. Just blocks for a ton. I think we need both apparitions. No. We need to do damage. This is Fights a Race, so we can't waste too much time. Let's get that shiv damage. That's quite a turn. Did like 60 damage and blocked out. Looks like we can proc Ritual Dagger here. Setting up Pendant for next fight here. I don't think we can take Endless Agony against Time Lord. Acrobatics also seems kind of iffy against Time Lord. But the deck needs Acrobatics though. I'll take Acrobatics anyway. You're getting killed by Time Lord. Alright, same play as normal here. I think that when I write the title for this later on YouTube, it's going to be Never Go Full Ninja. I went full ninja this round. I don't know if it's going to go great for us. He's already dead, so we'll hit the front one. Maybe we'll hit him because we want to recharge Pendant. Great. Ritual Dagger. I like it. Calculated Gamble is terrible against Time Lord. Decent in the deck. I wouldn't say it's great. I think we skip this. Ooh, Writhing Mass. Yeah, we need that direction. Okay. That's a lot of damage. I mean, we have Apparition, so probably just gonna play that, but... I think we just chill there. If we play Unload, we can't change him again if he goes in Curse. So we will not hit him. It's survivable if we get Apparition, which we did. We don't need that. We do want to proc Kunai if we can. So let's take another shot at him. Okay. Keeps trying to curse me. I don't like it. Let's backflip and see if we can go for... Yeah, so if these leave him on curse, we can just flying knee. Okay, we can survive that. Okay. Let's get that kunai proc. We don't need to play 2 apparitions, but I guess we can, so we might as well. We need to see if we draw more attacks to see if we can unload. We did, so we can unload. We can't hit him, because if we hit him, his malleable, or his, his block from malleable will block the other Endless Agony. So if we switch him to Curse here, we wouldn't be able to switch him back. So we'll leave him alone. What do you want, Coconut? Coconut looks at me like, I wasn't expecting to be asked. I don't know. Double defend blocks out. It's a little bit toothless, so let's go get another dex proc. Now piercing whale double defend blocks out. Actually, piercing whale single defend blocks out, but whatever. Oh, right. That's the first time Stone Calendar has gone off in the run. Totally forgot that happened. Dagger Thrower draws cards. Technically, doesn't feel like it draws cards. We have dex scaling, so we should probably take a dodge and roll. Especially against Time Lord. Okay. After Image, double Infinite Blades Apparitions, pretty much the standard turn 1 for this deck. No access to Apparition this turn. But we can get a dex before we backflip and look for one. Might not need Apparition, we have Deflect and Dodge and Roll. And Piercing Whale if we need it. So let's see how much block we have before Piercing Whale. Blocking for 34. Yeah, that's more than they're doing. Okay. Let's use the strike, get some damage in. Charitably, the slimes have all decided not to buff themselves during this fight, which I appreciate. I know this doesn't proc Ritual Dagger, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want the dex. Okay. Noxious Fumes helps us get this fight under control. Pendant is not coming up, so we're free to target whoever we want. Go ahead and knock him down. And set up so we can end the fight. Hopefully the pendant's still active. Maybe not. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend pendant if we want to end the fight this turn. We can end the fight right now. We can't do it with Pendib. How important is it we have Pendib set up right now? We do have the Mega Elite coming right up. Yeah, I don't think it's super important to set up Pendib for next fight. Just because we have so many shivs, we can cycle it really quickly. Yeah, we already got back to 4, so... Okay. Another Deflect. Caltrops for the heart. I have felt like I need a damage return effect a couple of times. I'm not sure exactly why. But just like the feeling of being intangible and blocking for a lot makes me feel like people should be punished for attacking me. Since I can make them attack me forever. But I don't think we're actually going to take Caltrops and put it in the deck to live that dream. Maybe we could find a potion or something. It is Caltrops Plus, We don't have Mummified Hand or anything, so... Deflect is available. I think if we take Deflect, it's just filling up a slot that should be a backflip. Turns out this is a fight too. We need relics pretty badly, and I think we're probably winning this fight, so let's go for it. Ooh, no turn 1 intangibles, pretty bad. We do have Deflect, Dodge and Roll, and Neutralize to block. But we don't have time to get up any decks. So we're blocking for 10. Taking, or I guess we're blocking for 13. Let's see, he's going to be hitting for 12. He's going to be hitting for 11, so that's 23. We're going to be blocking for 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 6 is 15. 23 minus 15 is 8, so we take 8 damage. Or we can play one of Speed Pot or Ancient Potion. One or two of. We're probably due to get another potion, so I don't feel super bad spending 2 potions. We are spending kind of like a combo package of potions though, and we are about to go fight a Mega Elite. So I think we'll take 8 and keep the combo package. We might rest here. That's okay. Okay, we did find Apparition next turn, that's good. Cool. Pen-Nib Unload is always good. Got another Apparition here. Let's backflip and see what our options are. Piercing Wail is pretty decent in the fight, so I'm not going to play it just to not have it. He's probably dead to a Dagger Spray, so we could start focusing on the other one. We probably want to trigger Ritual Dagger this turn, though. Which means I think we have to use it on him, even though it's super inefficient. Maybe we just use it without proccing it. Maybe we can kill Backwalker. Not quite. Let's see, how do the next turns look? We've got 2 Apparitions coming up, and so I think we'll be surviving this fight. So I think I'll just proc Ritual Dagger. Do the same thing. I think the 8 damage is more important than the weak for next turn. Hopefully we're killing him next turn. So we have 16 guaranteed damage, and hopefully we get a little bit more. We do. Cool. See, that time when Dagger Throw ended the fight, it did not ask me to choose a card to discard, but it did during the Gremlin Lord fight, or Gremlin Leader. That's very confusing. This is Blade Dance we've been looking for our whole lives. I think we probably don't pick it now. We already have 2 copies of Infinite Blades, so I think we're good on Shiv stuff. We're ninja enough. I don't think we're taking Phantasmal Killer. This is a Caltrops minus. We skipped a Caltrops plus last floor, so definitely not taking that. And I don't think we're taking Poison Stab. So this is just a skip. Alright, see you later, Sir Artemal. Oh, we need to set up how we're going to do the playtest since you redeemed that reward, but I'll contact you offline for that. Okay, so we took 8 damage. I was thinking we might rest here, but that ended up being all the damage we took. So I think we can still sniff. Oh, that's right, we have exercise. I keep forgetting. So now we've got 9 of them built up. Okay. Yeah, I think we do upgrade an apparition here. I'll exercise for that last floor, though. I just want to stretch. All right. Yeah, I think we are smithing probably just another apparition. Yeah, let's do that. All right, max HP Rectomancer. That's one of the hardest ones. Okay, so we're gonna After Image and double Infinite Blades. And we're always gonna deflect. If we are using the combo this turn, we should have done that before we're deflecting, but it doesn't really matter because we can just defend now. And I think we'd still be blocking out. Actually, we wouldn't. We need to do it on the deflect. Okay, I'm gonna restart the fight, use the combo, save the apparition. Okay. We need an apparition really badly this turn. Okay, yeah. Turn 2 Rectomancer is the best time, probably in the whole game, to apparition. It's quite good. So we want to play Noxious Fumes, I think. Get that ticking. We're definitely playing apparition. Let's not forget about that. Let's go ahead and knock down that back dagger. And then hit Necromancer. We don't really need to draw any cards and have 0 energy to play them, so just skip that. Alright. Let's draw some cards, see what we get. I think we'll just use Ritual Dagger here for damage. Seems fine. It's already stacked up to 30, so it's plenty. We got an extra dex, too. We don't need Apparition this turn because we can kill the dagger pretty easily. So we're going to discard it to Dagger Throw, probably. Okay, getting some pretty good damage in against Rectomancer. And she just keeps summoning dudes. We can kill the dagger with Shiv Shiv Strike, gets us a dex, and then we can leg sweep and block out. I guess maybe we want to survivor defend so that we can discard this intangible for later. Or just survivor, we don't apparently need more. We can block out without the apparitions, so we will do so. Okay, she has decided to summon again. Pendant on unload seems fine. Okay, easy. Wow, Ninja Scroll? Wow. Can we take that against Time Lord? Finish. I think I will take Ninja Scroll. Screw you, Time Lord. I'm taking that Dex. Do we take a finisher? I think no. We don't have enough card draw. Not yet. Alright, go to a shop with 500 gold. We could take a third copy of Infinite Blades. Just never be able to do anything on turn 1. We could take a Strange Spoon and cripple ourselves with a never-ending onslaught of shivs. We could have the saddest cat in the known world. We could card remove a strike. Those are still kicking around the deck for some reason. Could buy a White Beast statue. Would have gone really well if we'd bought the sacred, or if we'd taken the Sacred Bark. I think I will remove a strike and buy a White Beast statue. And then probably Cunning Potion. Seems good. Maybe I was supposed to buy the Master Strategy instead. Okay, I think we're done at this shop. We could have saved some money for a second shop, but I think I'd rather go to the Elite. We're not opening a small chest with Kursky. We don't need it. Yeah, let's go to the Elite. We're in kind of a dangerous situation because we have to recall, but we do have Pantograph, so we should be fine. Okay. Just playing 4 powers and 3 shivs this turn. And a deflect, I suppose. Taking some damage. Could spend the Cunning Potion to kill the Repulsor. And get an extra dex. So we're currently taking 10 damage. Explosive Potion doesn't solve the problem. Yeah, I think 10 damage is probably worth it. We have Pendebub. So let's Apparition Backflip and see if we can draw any real big attacks. No, Dagger Spray will do. While we have Apparition up, we should probably target Spiker. Okay, and then he'll die to the poison. We could Ritual Dagger him to death. Actually, it looks like maybe we could Ritual Dagger Sphere Guardian to death here. Yeah, we can. Sweet. The ritual is complete. There's well-laid plans. If we're retaining cards, we're probably retaining like an Apparition for a scary Time Lord turn. Or a Piercing Whale, Leg Sweep, Ritual Dagger. Seems like there's some good reasons to want to well-laid plans. It is Nemesis. He's attacking right away. Our hand did get full because we drew Endless Agony. Almost got 2 decks on turn 1, but not quite. Maybe we're supposed to flex spot that turn, but I don't think so. We're taking some damage here. Just 3. Not a huge deal, especially since we have a Blood Vial. Okay. I'd like to play Unload, but I think I need to play either Leg Sweep or Apparition first. Leg Sweep blocks for 13. Yeah, it seems like we have to play Apparition this turn. Okay, so then let's play Unload and Dagger Throw. Oh, should have played the Dagger Throw before the Unload. Still could have drawn an attack and played it. That was a mistake. Alright, let's proc Kunai and then block out. Save the Apparition for later. I don't think we're killing him this turn, but he is vulnerable. We do have Ritual Dagger. If we could set up Pen Nib, we could kill him. It's not out of the question. He is dead if we play Ritual Dagger, but we don't get the credit for it. If we'd flex spotted this turn, we would get it. I don't think I'll take the risk of taking more damage. Actually, is there any risk? Yes, there is. Okay, I don't think I'll take the risk. Actually, I can double Apparition now and be guaranteed to take no damage. And try to draw back to Ritual Dagger. Oh no, I can't double Apparition. I don't have enough energy. Okay, alright, I'll just kill him. Sets up Pen Nib for next fight. Ooh, Lizard Tail. Thank you. Predator's card draw. I don't think we need that though. Leg Sweep is pretty good against Time Lord. For a big chunky card. We're generally able to spend 2 energy blocking, so I think I will take another Leg Sweep. Question marks or another Elite? I think I need another Elite. Time Lord fight is still challenging, so question marks are more likely to make me be full health when I or close to full health when I rest here at the end. Question marks could be like Mind Bloom or Tesseract. It's pretty good. Yeah, we could take damage in the Elite fight. We need to recall, so we won't take the risk. Falling, huh? We don't really need Dagger Spray anymore. It's kind of a waste of a card. Survivor's still pretty good. We could lose Infinite Blades since we're going up against Time Lord, but no, I don't think so. It's a fight. Gadzooks. We did not draw whatchamacallit? Intangible. So we have to actually like kill people or block for 31. Well, if we can do 20 damage, which we easily can, then we can Explosive Pot and kill these exploders probably. We can't really play Dagger Spray because we take 8 damage from it. I guess we could play Dagger Spray and block for 17 maybe. Doesn't really seem realistic. So let's play this and then 2 of these. Yeah, we can only really kill 1, huh? So I guess we might as well kill him without the Explosive Potion. And then play 3 defensive cards. So we're already blocking for 6 if we play 3 cards. So that puts us at a deficit of 14. So yeah, we can do that with 2 cards and still play Infinite Blades. 1 Infinite Blades. Okay. Okay. Guess I'll keep both leg sweeps. There's Ritual Dagger. Ritual Dagger can just kill Repulsor right now. And we have 24 damage for the Exploder. Which seems good. What's Leg Sweep Flying Knee? Need to get some damage into him eventually. Probably we're getting in most of our damage while we're intangible, but... I guess this is lethal, so I'll just take it. Flex Pot's better than Explosive Pot, right? No more card draw. Dodge and roll scales with Dex against Time Lord. It's pretty good. Okay. And one more fight before we have to recall. And man, we're never drawing Intangible on turn 1 anymore. What is happening? The buffing guys are the biggest threats, so let's kill them first. Looks like we can afford to play both Infinite Blades here, and in fact, the whole hand. Apparition's great. I guess I'll neutralize the one who's attacking for more. Just waiting on Ritual Dagger and some more damage in the fight. Unload saves the unupgraded apparition here. But I would want to get into dodge and roll first. Come on, Ritual Dagger, where are you? Nope, not here. He's already in range, so we'll just wait for Ritual Dagger. Get some next turn block. Next turn energy too, just in case we need to, I don't know, backflip and something else and something else. These aren't it. We will block out. And then retain cards such that we're guaranteed a kill. And we'll do some work towards setting up Pendant for the next fight. And retain weak, or keep him weak. This is a kill. This walks out. Oh, I guess it's not a kill, because he has armor, but whatever. There's Ritual Dagger. We found it. I would like to take Speed Pot. This is card draw. It's a little bit too late for any of these. Second copy of After Image would be nice. Helps me scale a little bit against the heart. And actually, like, block instead of just beating beat damage with every attack. But we don't really need it. I mean, the real way we're blocking is with the Dex from Kunai, right? Not with the After Image. After Image is just like sort of some supplementary block. I think we just skip this. We've got 34 cards in the deck. We're good. I guess if I have a flex pot and a speed pot, I'm a little bit more adaptable than if I just have 2 flex pots. So I'll take a speed pot. Okay, we have to recall here. We don't have to recall, but we will. Alright, a lot of this fight, in my head, is determined by if we get an ancient potion from Entropic Brew. I think we're drinking both potions right now, and then Entropic Brewing. Let's see what happens. Nope. No ancient potion. I think we will strength pot though. Oh, the dex down symbol is the same as the strength down symbol. I always assumed the curled bicep icon was the strength down, but it's for both strength and dex down. Weird. Okay, so we're gonna play After Image. And 3 shivs to get a dex. This does more damage. And then I think like Infinite Blades defend. We're gonna need everything we got to win this fight. Maybe just double defend. Yeah, double defend blocks out. Infinite Blades is a little bit of a liability in the fight. And we will allow a shiv to shuffle away, even though it's 15 damage. Shoot. I guess Apparition is exhausting. We do need to get damage in. Although I just passed on a 15 damage shiv, so it's hard to justify playing a flying knee, especially when we have card draw down. But I think I will play Ritual Dagger. It only leaves me with 5 on the clock for next turn. That's probably fine. Okay, looks like an Apparition this turn. Good morning, B-Mod. How's it going? This is a very tricky fight. We ended up building a Shiv deck and bringing it against Time Eater, so... pretty tricky situation. No intangible this turn. We have enough time to play 3 attacks and a dodge and roll. That blocks for 12 total. Gets us a dex. Yeah. We're skipping Noxious Fumes though if we do that. Noxious Fumes is super good against Time Lord. In terms of how much time it takes per damage. So maybe we just play Noxious Fumes, neutralize dodge and roll. It's interesting. That is one of the things you can say about it. We're also a ghost, so he can just kill us in one hit. Not this turn, but on his triple attack turn. If he gets a little bit of strength going, he can. So let's play Noxious Fumes and Neutralize, because Neutralize blocks for a ton. And then dodge and roll. And I think we're just going to strike. We've only got 1 time left on the clock, and we don't want to leave ourselves in that situation next turn. Endless Agony does more damage, but if I leave the Endless Agonies, I get to play more of them later. And since I skipped both Infinite Blades, I really need the 0-cost attacks in the deck. I think we just pass here. He's not attacking us. We get Noxious Fumes, keep stacking. Our card draw reduction runs out, so we can draw 5 cards next turn. We're also coming up on Stone Calendar. Oh wait, no, actually I'll Survivor an Apparition. We want to keep that. Costs 1 on the clock, but that's fine. Okay. We need to find an apparition. There isn't one. So we need to block him naturally. But it looks like we can. Okay. Yeah. Time Lord definitely has it out for us this time around. Hey, Sir Artemal, how's it going? We have made it to Time Lord, and looks like we are breaking him this turn with Stone Calendar. Or at least it would be my guess that we're breaking him. 52 plus 7 is 59. 59 is almost 60. 60 damage would bring him to 231. He breaks at... Why is he at 456? What? Isn't he normally at 480? What is... Why is this the number? 456? I don't understand. So he's breaking at 228. Is that right? Yeah, 228. And we would currently be putting him to 232 if we just ended the turn. So we want to do 4 or more damage. So we will play Dagger Throw. Okay. Doesn't really matter what we discard. Alright, so then he's going to be healing next turn. So we could keep damage. I'm not really sure what that looks like. But that's part of it. I guess we can keep Infinite Blades in case we want to. No, I'll keep Dodge and Roll. Okay, so now he's healing, so now we shouldn't touch him. So we won't do anything. Maybe we didn't need to keep damage last turn. Maybe that was for no reason. So foolish. Okay. Okay, so we could get a Dex proc this turn. Spend a couple of these exhausting attacks. Huh. Yeah, changing the health of bosses that have a split is just rude. It really messes with people. So I think we're playing a Shiv and 2 Endless Agonies. Or I guess 3 Endless Agonies. We don't want them multiplying really any more than they have. No, I think I'm okay with keeping 2 of them, though. Okay, so we got the Dex. Now, can we block out with regular cards, or do we need Apparition? If we dodge and roll defend, we block for 2, so we're up to 5, plus 3 is 8. Plus another 8 is 16, plus 7 is 23. He's hitting for 27. So we take 4 and lose a plated armor. But we keep an Apparition. We also only have 3 left on the clock, so we probably should... well, actually, if we're gonna have... Okay, so we could block and take a small amount of damage, but it's actually more damage than I thought, because he gets 2 strength when we expire the clock, which we want to do this turn. So I am gonna Apparition. And so now we have 2 on the clock, and we can proc Pen Nib on Unload, so we should do that. I guess we'll retain the Endless Agony. We're getting there. Can we block naturally this turn? He's not currently weak, so if we weaken him, he goes from 11 to 8. 8 times 3 is 24. We block for 13, 26 pretty easily. Then we can retain an Apparition. Stack up a bunch of weak. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get him. I'll keep the apparition and the acrobatics. These are the best emergency cards. We want to discard this apparition, which we can do with acrobatics. So let's do that. And then we can get a dex this turn without going too high on the clock and stack up some weak. So let's do that. Okay, now I think we're keeping Apparition Backflip. Piercing Wail is better than Backflip in an emergency, but we've already got Apparition for if it's a real emergency. Backflip is primarily for like, ooh, if I got one more attack, I could get a Dex Rock or something. Okay, can we block for 33 naturally? Yeah, if we play 4 block cards, we can get there. That takes him to 10 on the clock, which is a little bit scary, but we do have Apparition in hand, so it's not that scary. I'll keep the Survivor in hand in case we draw another unupgraded Apparition, so we can get rid of it. We only have 2 cards to block for 24 here, although we are already blocked for 7, plus 3 is 10, so we can't actually do it. We can just Survivor, dodge and roll, and block out. Okay. Keep unload for killing him. Alright, we got a whole new clock. He's hitting for 27, we're already blocked for 12. So we're going to block for 15. Leg sweep does that by itself. Cool. Only spending 1 clock cycle is pretty neat. Yeah, we don't have anything else we super want to do this turn. We're just killing it with Noxious Fumes. That's hilarious. Okay. This is a turn when we can kill him and or get a Dex proc, so we should think about Pendant for next fight. Cool. Got Pendant pretty far up there. Alright, so that counts as a win now. And let's go get an extra point. Run up the score on these nerds. Probably the other Apparition, right? Only got 1 unupgraded one now. Toy Ornithopter and a potion could be a thing. We could just buy 3 potions. Actually, we can't afford that. Oh yeah, we can. Blade Dance could be a thing now that we're past Time Lord. Is Blade Dance a thing now that we're past Time Lord? Toy Ornithopter would heal us for a total of 10 if we Toy Ornithopter and bought a potion. The potion itself heals us for 12, basically, so we're sort of keeping, getting 22 hit points with that purchase, which is pretty nice. I doubt that Blade Dance is going to do more than 22 hit points. We cannot buy both, even though Blade Dance is on sale. We're off by, what, like 4 gold? We could card remove, but that's pretty much the only thing we'd get to do. Impatience doesn't trigger very often in the deck. Yeah, I think it's pretty clearly Toy Ornithopter block pot. Alright, if we play our cards right, maybe we can keep the block pot through this fight. We did draw an Apparition on turn 1. It's a critical part of keeping Blockbot, I think. Actually, we don't even need the apparition on turn 1 of this fight. Weirdly. Oh, I guess we do. I guess it blocks for 2-ish. I don't know how you count. Alright, let's, oh right, artifact charges. I was thinking that was going to block. Let's get some decks, and then play a bunch of block cards. And take a huge amount of damage, yeah. I guess we want to take damage before we Blockbot, since it heals us with Toy Ornithopter. So maybe there will be a future turn where we can Blockbot. This turn we're taking 20. Okay, probably want to turn around here. We can do so pretty easily. We probably just want to put most of the damage into Spear, and then turn around with the last attack. We can also weaken Spear. That's an option. We can weaken Spear and still get a Dex. But we have to play the leg sweep before we get the Dex. Okay, so I think we're dagger throwing first so that we get the Dex. But we did get an apparition. Interesting. Maybe we're not turning around then. We do have Pantograph for the heart, that's true. So I guess our perfect health total is 24 here. If we're considering our health to be a resource, which we should be. Well, I was not planning on playing Apparition this turn, but if we're playing Apparition, we don't care about turning around, we just care about getting damage. So we probably want to play Dodge and Roll this turn. We don't need 2 deflects. But maybe that's not what we want to do. Maybe we want to leg sweep and keep the Apparition. I think that's way too much damage. I don't think we're blocking 51 without the Apparition. So let's do that plan. I think Apparition was probably the best case scenario draw there, so let's respect it. I took next turn block over next turn weak, which was maybe a mistake. I think we can block for 18 without even turning around. Let's get a Dex and then backflip. Yeah, so now we're blocked out. I guess Noxious Fumes is playable. It's not necessary, but whatever. We might be Stone Calendaring, so Spear in a couple turns. Piercing Wail's great here. Actually, can we trigger Ritual Dagger here? That's 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 37 is 55. So no. And we can't retain it either because Well-Laid Plans is in the last hand of the deck. Okay, so we just Piercing Wail and leg sweep to block out. And get a Dex. One of these two is getting played. I think I'm just pretty excited to win the fight. I'm not trying to proc Ritual Dagger this fight. Okay, we can turn around here by killing Spire Spear, presumably. Oh gosh, -2 strength is brutal. Let's see, he takes 5 and then 7, so he's actually already dead if we want to Apparition and then turn around just to do damage to Spire Spear. We are not doing a ton of damage though. In fact, we're not getting through his defenses. But that's okay, I think we need Apparition to block this turn. And so we might as well get a Dex too. I'm definitely playing well-laid plans. And I guess I'd rather acrobatics than unload. But we want to get that dex. So then we'll hold on to unload and dodge and roll, I suppose. Okay. Now the shivs are doing damage. Let's get a dex. And totally waste the pen nib. He's dead, but Stone Calendar is going off. So he's taking 52. Can we kill him? 52 leaves him at 31. He's taking 5, so he's going to 26. Minus 12 leaves him at 14. Not unless backflip draws something impossible. I am not dropping any packets, and nothing has registered that it's a problem. Let me see. Let me load my own stream. Yeah, it shows that it's playing. I think that's just you. Okay. So we can't kill him, so we have to block, and I guess let's backflip and see if we can get some more cards. Okay, great. So we can well-laid plans Apparition, which means we're not playing Unload, which is fine. I guess I'll play Unload to get Pen up a little bit. Alright, we did manage to hold on to the block potion during the fight. Blessing the Forge is not obviously useful. And these are all garbage. Nunchaku probably matters. Alright, we are going to take 1 damage to play After Image, that's fine. And then subsequent damage gets blocked by the After Image. I think we're going to play Infinite Blades, Unload. So we might as well get the Pen Nib off on the Unload. This is the first unupgraded card. I guess I play 2 unupgraded Shivs, but we could Blessing of the Forge. I guess I prefer to save it for when it's healing. Okay. Your move, Heart. Oh, that's a pretty good move. Alright. We can proc Kunai before we backflip. Which blocks for 1 extra. So let's do that. Piercing Wail is excellent this turn. Thank you, Piercing Wail. And I guess we get Noxious Fumes going. Gonna burn that heart down 1 health at a time. It's a good turn for an Apparition. We can play an Apparition, get a Dex, and play well-laid plans. We are taking 1 more damage here. Hilariously, everything canceled out, so he hit us for 1. Alright, we are very slow here. We've got a little bit of damage. I did my math wrong, so we overdrew an Endless Agony. I should have thought about that. Probably not what we wanted. Probably wanted to play them both. I think we play Slime and Leg Sweep here. leg sweep gets in weak for next turn while he's still got no artifact charges. And we'll keep 2 apparitions and hope we can weather the storm while we get decks up. That's true. And neutralize. So we're going to get back to poisoning him here in the second. We can block for 21 and take 10. I think we maybe need apparitions to do more than block for 10 in this fight. Plus, if we take 10, we can start drinking potions, which is something we may want to do. Yeah, in fact, Blessing of the Forge on this apparition is something that's really good. That's likely to happen next turn. So let's just block without apparition. We are so slow. Okay, so I think this is the Blessing of the Forge. We need to find a source of weak. We're getting exactly this card. Drat, that doesn't have weak. So we get some big damage shivs here. He's hitting for 48. We can block for 26 plus 11 is 37. So we'd be taking 11 damage. Again, last turn we wanted apparition to block for more than 10, so I think we still do. Actually, we get a dex proc here too, so we block for a little bit more. So yeah, so we still end up taking 9 damage. I think that's okay. That's true, we could use the Blockbot, but Blockbot blocks for 12, which is more than 9. We could unload here. We would lose all our apparitions though, so I don't think we will. And I'll play Deflect to block the burn damage. Okay, the Beat of Death has gone up to 2, so we can no longer play play cards without taking damage. But we have had quite a bit of time for our decks to stack up. We drew Backflip and Acrobatics in the same hand, which is awkward. I think this is probably going to be an apparition. Both blocks for 44 and reduces the Beat of the Heart damage back down to 1. So let's do that. Plus we're likely to get another copy of Apparition this turn, because we're playing Backflip and maybe Acrobatics. Let's get that Dex. Maybe we just want the damage. We don't care about the Backflip. It's just saving us 1 health and drawing some cards. Yeah, I think we're pretty desperate for damage, so let's take it. Alright, I don't think we can block for 72. So this is probably another apparition. So let's do that now so that it blocks the beat damage. And then I think we want to backflip here. Ooh, no third attack, that's unfortunate. Just kind of counting on that. Maybe we should have kept the acrobatics instead of the backflip. Maybe we could have blocked out for 70 this turn. I didn't actually count it. Yeah, plus he would have been a weekend, we totally could have. Look at that. That is a lot of block. I accidentally kept the unupgraded defend here, which doesn't technically matter because he's not attacking next turn, but could theoretically matter. It isn't likely to matter, but it could. We're already blocked for 14, so we can throw out some attacks without taking beat damage. Dagger throw does more damage than neutralize. We still have 3 attacks, so we can get another dex. Boy, our attack damage scales slowly. Okay, well, we'll save some block for next turn. Alright, he's got wounding strikes, which almost never happens in this fight. I don't know if I've ever survived this long against the heart before. But here we are. Looks like we can just block this. We can shiv, leg sweep, defend. I'm tempted to unload, but I don't think I can afford it. So I won't do it. I want the dex, but we already have 10, so the marginal value of another dex is probably not as high as the value of retaining the apparitions. Just an unbelievably slow deck. Okay, so we're tasked with blocking for 72 again. Last time I kind of goofed because I thought I couldn't do it, but then I could. But this time I don't think we can. Last time some of the block was from neutralizing. We had like a leg sweep in hand and stuff, and now we have like all attacks in hand. So we are going to spend an apparition on this. And maybe the block pot too. But I think we can probably block for 12. Let's get an extra dex, and then deflect. Okay, so now we're blocked out, and then we can get some extra damage. Getting there so slowly. Just painfully slow. We need to block before we attack, and we want to play 3 attacks to get the dex, so let's play dodge and roll. Dagger throw. And 2 shivs. We can leg sweep and keep weak for next turn. He's already got 4 weeks, so he's pretty unlikely to ever be unweak. So maybe we just save the leg sweep. No, it only blocks for 3 more than Survivor. Okay. We're getting there. We just need 1 damage cap to kill him. He's doing 15 times 12 right now. That is absurd. He's weakened too. He has 18 strength and a 12 times multi-attack. But we're gonna survive it. No big deal. We've got another apparition. I think this is the last one though. Yeah, this is in fact the last one. That's so much damage. Let's see, 150, 180 damage. We're at 32 health, so we can block for a lot, but we definitely can't block it. So we'll apparition. It's fine. Get the dex. If we backflip, we draw these 2 cards. We don't really need those, but we do benefit from just drawing cards. So we'll do that. We'll generate some block for next turn. We're going to need it next turn because that's the big attack, and we are all out of apparitions. Do we keep Defend Survivor or like Acrobatics Defend? I think Defend Survivor is guaranteed to block, actually. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so we can get another dex with Neutralized Double Shiv. We do take a little bit of damage to do that. or take some beat damage, but I think we can survive that pretty easily. We can finally play Unload with Pen Nib without discarding anything, so that's nice. Are we killing him here? We don't need that, we need damage. Not quite killing him, but we're killing him next turn. Okay, I guess that'll do it. That's the first time I've killed the Heart with a Shiv deck, I think. We made it past Time Lord too, so we really, really walked through the trial there. That's all you gotta do. Neat. No source of scaling damage whatsoever. Pretty much all the damage for the whole run was the wrist plates. But you know, that'll get you there apparently. You just have to be really good at blocking. So I was thinking the name of this would be never go full ninja, but like maybe do go full ninja sometimes. The art for the silent there is guilty of something that I'm going to talk about for a second.